Well, Jamie Vardy is back. I'm not going to say it was his best ever performance, and that first goal that he got, his 100th goal, was probably one of the easiest goals he's ever scored for Leicester City. But after that, he looked like Jamie Vardy is back, which is the biggest news. What we want to do is get your views in, your comments in. Thank goodness Leicester have won. Thank goodness we've got 3 points. Get your views in, get your comments in. This is your post-match Fan Zone show. Yes, that's the big news today. 3 points for Leicester, but Jamie Vardy is back scoring his 100th and 101st goals and suddenly looking like he could score every time he gets the ball. But what we want is we want your views, your comments. I put the link out there. I'm going to pop it into the chat as well. So if you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, on Periscope, on Twitter, you'll see in the chat now, there it goes, the link. So you can click on and come and give us your video views if you want to. If not, put them in the comments. Derek saying it felt brilliant seeing Jamie scoring that 100th goal. It would have been nice if we'd been there, wouldn't it, to help celebrate as well. But sadly, we're not. Simon Boo saying Vardy proving all the doubters wrong again. Yes, people at half-time starting to think, should we take Jamie Vardy off? But as Casey says, Vardy is having a party. Paul Wilson says, should be okay now. He's got that monkey off his back, i.e. that 99. It did look like, because I've got to be fair, until he got that tap in, he had missed some chances which we would have thought he would have got. James Moore says 100 goals quicker than Wayne Rooney. Simon says, thank God I nearly cried when he got his second. He deserves a golden boot. Think I love him. Finally play the system I've been shouting about. Don't forget, get your views in, get your comments in. Carl saying Vardy's second was great. Nacho played well. He did, watching from Cyprus. Adrian saying much better second half. A much better display and worthy win. Pleased with that. Listen, personally, I don't think Crystal Palace were all that at all. I thought they were pretty pants, to be fair. If I was a Palace fan, that first goal, what was the keeper doing? That would be one question. The second one, what was the defender doing? They handed us that on a plate. But listen, hey, 3 points is 3 points. Let's add in. I've got fans clicking in. Jamie?
I'm just going to do my dance.
Get right in it, Jamie. He's what?
There we go. Come on, you City!
It's very good, Jamie. That looked a bit cold, Jamie. Is that cold?
It was a little bit cold, but who cares? I said I'd do it, so I've done it.
Well done. We wanted to be fair, we wanted to see you get all the way in there, Jamie. That was better, wasn't it? A bit better.
That was, yeah, the second half was, yes, a lot better. I know I gave you a bit of grief on your live at half time, but yes, it was certainly, the tempo was there. It was better. We just need to do it for 45 minutes now, don't we, really?
For 90 minutes?
For 90 minutes, sorry. If only football lasted 45 minutes, we're a lot better off.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's add in. I've got lots of people clicking in, so I'm going to add them all in. Tom's here. Sean is joining. Let's get Sean in. Locks is here. Get them in. Zach has joined. What I'm gonna do, guys, is I want you to just give me your brief points quickly. Tom, I'll come to you in a minute. But Sean, just briefly, what would you like to talk about?
I seen at half time, Reece Taylor, he commented about Vardy drifting out wide. I've been screaming for it for weeks now, and actually, Vardy looked all right out there. It's a system we've not played, but 3 up front, you know, it works. All mixing up, you know, going out wide, coming back in. And you see Vardy get his goals, quality, fantastic. Moving forward, let's get another 3 on Arsenal. My man of the match personally, James Justin. I was a bit cautious of him and Zaha. But I didn't really see much of Zaha. I don't know about anyone else, but Zaha weren't in it at all for me, really. And as you said, Phil, pants is what they were. Pants. Easy game.
Yeah, absolutely. Sean, thanks for joining us today. I'm going to let you go because we've got more people coming in, but thanks, Sean, for joining us. Let's go over to Zach or Zachary. What would you like to say?
The biggest thing that I really liked about today was that we had the change in formation. So instead of having that lone striker, we got two people out front, and that allowed for kind of more creativity for us to get goals, as we saw with Vardy's 2 goals today. So I'm pretty excited about the 3 points, pretty excited that we are helping ourselves and not relying on other people to go do the job for us to get to Europe.
Zach, are you looking forward now to the Arsenal game on Tuesday?
Absolutely. I definitely am.
Fantastic. Zach, thanks for joining us today. I'm going to let you go. If anybody else wants to click on the link, please do that. And then you can come on just like Zach's done, Sean's done. Let's bring Locks in. Locks, your views on that game?
Yeah, no, I haven't really got much to say actually. You know what? I'm really happy today. Yeah.
Well, come on here then, Locks. If you
Well,
have nothing to say,
not like
Right.
that. Not like that. I mean, I've got something to say. No, you know what? Like you said, Palace were a bit pants today. I think if we were playing maybe the Everton side the other day, you know, we wouldn't have won 3-0. I think it's safe to say that. But what I will say is, I mean, you know, when that first goal went in from Kelechi, from Nacho, it was. I didn't really get off my seat. I wasn't really, you know, like I normally am. I'm, you know, obviously when Leicester score, it was kind of, it's normally, you know, screaming, jumping out your chair. When that first goal went in, I wasn't really kind of over the moon, if you like, because we still weren't playing at our best at that stage. But when Vardy sank that in, obviously, you know, not just us getting the 3 points tonight, but I mean, I'm really happy for Vardy. Obviously, he didn't start Premier League football till he was 27. His first goal was against, obviously, that 5-3 against Man United back in September 2014. You know, we've had more things to worry about recently than Vardy getting his 100th goal. However, that just tops off the game today, really, seeing him score that and obviously going on, you know, scoring a second as well. And Jamie, you know, I'm sorry I didn't predict the game correctly there, but I'm not fussed. We won 3-0. We got the 3 points. I don't care. It's the first time in a few weeks we've seen Leicester City win, so that's all I care about.
Well, yeah, that's all that matters.
Jamie, a lot of people are saying here, Andrew's saying Vardy's got that 100 off his back now. Listen, I thought Jamie Vardy looked well off form until he got that tap in. He was not controlling the ball. He shot into the side of the nets. He just didn't look on the pace today, but it just shows you what a difference a goal can make.
Well, just before the goal, he had that chance. Schmeichel kicked it, didn't he? Punted it out. It went over the top, and he sliced it, and it went in the side of the net. And then Barnes came on, and I thought Barnes, first time I can say this for ages, I thought Rodgers made the subs at the right time to put pressure on, and the actual subs made the change for once. Not hopefully that happens all the time, but for once the subs actually made a difference. And I'm a bit like Locks. I didn't really celebrate the first goal, but it seemed to be like there was a pressure lifted off my shoulders, a big weight, and I just went, oh, thank God for that. It was just building and building and building the pressure. But do you know, I think it was on Sky, that was the 41st goal we've scored in the second half this season in the Premier League.
Yeah,
that's a lot. I
think we're top, aren't we, of that table?
No, two behind Man City. They're on 43.
Tom, I mean, Mick Paget, Thomas said here, let's not forget the first 2 goals. If I was a Palace fan, I'd be fuming at that result. I really would, because they threw that, honestly, Tom, didn't they?
I mean, firstly, I want to give credit to Brendan Rodgers tonight. Half time could have easily just gone and put Fuchs on at left back and not changed it in any shape, form, or fashion. He didn't. He knew he had to change formation because Palace were defending well. We barely created much in the first half. Hit the crossbar. Second half, what a difference, you know, that little bit extra width down the side, freeing up James, Justin and Albrighton to go bomb forward more, meant Palace didn't really know where to stick or twist half the time with the wide men. And then, what you say, mistake for goalkeeper, just watching it now, the first goal for Vardy. What a poor mistake from Sacco there. I mean, when you're 1-0 down, you shouldn't be trying to play out for the back. You should be going forward when you got players like Benteke on the pitch. And that's for the first goal. Goalkeeper's got to try and punch that for me.
Well, the goalie goes past the goalie, doesn't it? The goalie, I think the goalie thinks the defender's going to clear it, Tom.
But yeah, look, it's monkey off Vardy's back now. 21 goals for the season. He's into the 20s again. This is a kid who they all said was struggling in the Premier League. 100 goals, 101 goals now, Premier League goal scorer. You know, fair play to him, and hopefully he can catch a few more up and push up the table in that league. For him now, it's all about the Golden Boot for me. He's got to go and do it now. If he wants to help Leicester get Champions League football, he should be thinking, I've got to get the Golden Boot, because if he gets the Golden Boot, we probably will get the Champions League football as well. Results, what can you say? Man U won 5-2 against Bournemouth. We've got Bournemouth next weekend. We should be looking at and thinking, right, how did Man U beat them, and how can we go and do exactly the same job on them on next week? But now, it's a good, positive second half, and we'll take it and move forward now.
We've got loads of comments coming in. I'm going to read some comments in, then I've got people clicking on the link. I can see Josh.
Boys, I'm going to shoot because I'm doing daddy daycare.
You do that, Tom. Thanks, Tom.
Cheers, lads.
See you later, Tom.
See you Monday, lads. Bye.
See you in a bit.
Peter Hill. Peter, remember your half-time comments. You got to be pleased with that. Three at the back. Peter and Bennett in attack. Poet and doesn't know it. Ash is watching from New Zealand, saying, well worth getting up at 2 a.m. to watch the boys get back to winning ways.
Ash, come on. Click the link and come on and see what it's like in New Zealand. Come and have a word with us.
Ash, indeed. Yeah, come on. Somebody who has clicked on that link, and I'm going to add in, is Josh. Josh, how are you?
I'm good for after that. Very good.
You're feeling a lot more buoyant. Talk
100%.
us through what are your views of the game.
Massive 3 points. Obviously, first, I still think the performance overall wasn't the greatest, but definitely improved from the most recent games. And 3-0, 3 points, clean sheet. Can't really ask for much more.
No, I agree. And it's going to help, Josh, isn't it, going to Arsenal, not notoriously our best place to go to. Are you feeling more confident now?
Yeah, 100%. I think if we didn't get a result today, obviously, I think we would have got Champions League. And after today's result, I'm quite confident that we could potentially get a result at the Emirates. Obviously, just like you said, we never do well there, so it's going to be difficult. But yeah, I'm much more confident.
And Josh, who was your sort of star man? Who stood out for you today for Leicester?
Has to be Vardy, 100 Premier League goals. So yeah, Jamie Vardy for me.
I think that's interesting. Jamie and Locks, I want to ask you the same, because I don't think I'm going to pick Jamie Vardy, because I know he scored 2 goals and that's his job. But I genuinely thought up until that tap-in, he wasn't on form, Jamie. Who do you think? Are you still going to go for Vardy? He scores 2 goals.
No. I'd go for Evans. Johnny Evans. I thought he had an outstanding game at the back. Didn't put a foot wrong. And then they changed the system to a back 5, and he's Imad Soyuncu played well as well. Bennett came on. I thought Bennett looked good. I wouldn't say he was fantastic. He looked good. He looked nice and steady. But for me, it'd be Johnny Evans. To be honest, that's who I'd go for. Right, steady Eddie at the back.
Yeah, okay. So, Locks, who was your man of the match? And everybody who's watching, I want you to put in the comments who was your man of the match.
Yeah, I can't massively disagree with Jamie there. I mean, obviously, at the minute, it's kind of towards the end of the game, especially, a bit hyping Jamie Vardy up a little bit. Obviously, 100 Premier League goals. Obviously, just on his. On his history with ourselves, getting those 100 Premier League goals, I would give it to Vardy. However, if you're on about specifically the game today, Johnny Evans, James Justin, played really well. If I'm honest, me and Josh spoke about it last night. Maybe do we need a captain? Do we need a leader? More kind of up the pitch a little bit instead of just having Schmeichel back there. We've discussed it time and time again. Johnny Evans really isn't a bad shout for that, and I think today he showed. He played really well today. I do agree with Jamie there.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget, if you're watching this, we want to know who your man of the match is. I'm going to get some on screen. And I would shout Ndidi as well. I thought Ndidi played ever so well today. I thought Yuri Tillemans had a better game as well. I think a lot of players
cross that was.
Yeah, indeed. A lot of players had a lot better players. Mick saying he thought Evans had a good game. Andy is saying James Justin was a massive improvement. Raj on YouTube is saying he thought Nacho did well again. I think Nacho does. We've played for years with Okazaki, or a couple of years, and perhaps Nacho fills that void with being a bit of a runaround with Vardy, not leaving it. Adam, we've talked. Palace were poor, definitely were poor. So somebody else has joined us. Don't forget the link is in the comments.
Bill,
I'm going to put it in there.
Can you put the link up again, because Sean wants to join, but he can't find the link. Can you just put it up again?
I've got Matty Bond. Matty, welcome to the show. First of all, Matty, You're in your van, your truck. Tell us where you are and how did you watch the game in your truck?
I'm sat in Newmarket at the moment. I've just taken some horses into Newmarket for the stables, and I'm here all weekend, back on Monday. But I've watched the game via stream on my mobile.
And what did you think, Matty, today?
Little bit nervous before the game, but just summing up the whole performance, 100% better. So many improved performances. I think the setup today was probably similar to how we ended Everton, but Vardy got more service. Generally, 100% better all round from every player, really.
So I'm just going to pull out some, a lot of people saying Ndidi. Neil, I totally want to ask everybody about this. What Neil says is 3 centre-backs were the man of the match, and therefore Brendan Rodgers. What were, let's start with Matty, because you've just come on, and then I'll ask the others. 3 centre-backs. We've talked about it before over the last year or two, Matty. Switching to 3 at the back at half-time, was that good tactics today, and is that something we should do more of?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it seemed to work, didn't it? You know, I mean, the back was well shored up. I was quite surprised to see Ryan Bennett on the pitch, to be honest with you. But, you know, he did all right, didn't he? Again, Johnny Evans, solid as a rock, absolutely brilliant. You know, I mean, for me, I was debating whether he'd be my man of the match, to be honest. I mean, he's there when you need him, isn't he?
Yeah, well, Jamie gave him man of the match. Jamie, your views on 3 at the back?
Well, yeah, my preference is the old-fashioned 4-4-2. But if we don't play 4-4-2, 3 at the back with 2 wing backs, so you've got that attacking, bit more attacking down the wing, a bit more defensive, and it can give you the option to play 2 up top. So yeah, I quite like a 3 at the back, because when we did the Great Escape season, we were playing. I'm not sure what the start it was, but the last 10 games we played 3 at the back, and it changed the way we played. And I think someone's just put on there. I don't know who it was. Someone says about Brendan. I think it was somebody called Dale. But Brendan Rodgers actually has a plan B. So is that his plan B? 3 at the back now.
Well, it at least is Josh. Let's go over to Josh. 3 at the back.
Yeah, no, I think it works. Look, I was going to mention the plan B. I thought, obviously, me and Locks mentioned it last night. We just don't have a plan B, but I think that could be it. Obviously, I thought someone said the wing backs can also go forward a bit more, puts less pressure on Chilwell defensively as well, and it can give us 2 strikers up front as well. So yeah, I quite like 3 at the back.
Does anybody know has Chilwell got a bit of injury, or was that tactics, Locks?
Well, I mean, obviously, it looked like he had a bit of a knock. I don't know if you know, he needed to come off or if that was tactics. But you know, Chilwell hasn't been the best, you know, fully fit. So, you know, is it worth risking him on the pitch when he's got a bit of a knock? I'm not 100% sure on that. I just wanted to quickly say as well, obviously, in terms of 3 at the back, the comment earlier on kind of summed that up. 3 at the back, better attack. I think it says something like that. I mean, you know, like Josh said, me and him spoke about it yesterday. Do we have a plan B? We spoke about maybe playing 3 at the back, the 4-1-4-1 or the 4-4-2. I think the 3 at the back, you know, did wonders today. It did seem for the first time in a long time that Leicester City had a plan B, and you see the final score 3-0. It worked brilliantly.
A lot of people talking like Marius is saying here about Ryan Bennett slotting. First time we'd seen anything of him. Matty, your views, Matty, on Bennett?
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of chucked in a little bit, wasn't he? I don't think he did an awful lot wrong. I thought maybe it might have been a bit of a shuffle around. Fuchs was going to play a role today, but maybe we'll have to wait for that, won't we? If there's something up with
Chilwell.
Chilwell. Thanks, Jamie. Yeah, if there's something up with Chilwell, maybe that niggles. But
I mean, I thought. Go on, Jamie.
I was going to say on the Bennett thing, playing 3 at the back. Wolves have played that 3 at the back for years. With Nuno, they've been playing that. So he just came in, slotted in like he'd been playing it for years. That's how Wolves play 3 at the back. So he knows how to play that system. That's probably why he brought him on instead of bringing your mate Big Wes on, Phil.
Well, any type of change, like we were saying, like you lads were saying last night, has Brendan got a plan B? That certainly is a bit of a plan B. At least it's the same people, but it's just, it makes it a bit more progressive down the sides, doesn't it? And shores it up at the back, because there were times in that first half where Palace looked like they may have sneaked in an undeserved maybe goal. Josh, Christian Fuchs, I thought he only came on for a bit of a cameo, but again, I thought he did all right when he came on, Fuchs.
Yeah, very solid as usual. I think I compared him to like a Mark Albrighton. Like, obviously, very, they're both reliable players, both give 100%. And yeah, I thought he did a good job. He came in and did a good job in defence and kept a clean sheet.
Yeah, Locks, your views on Albrighton?
Yeah, Albrighton and
not
Fuchs.
Albrighton. I was going to say, sorry, Fuchs.
Yeah.
Josh
I mean,
has done me there.
I mean, whilst the whole of Leicester are now in lockdown again, I give everybody the challenge to try and find me a game that Fuchs didn't play well in. You know, he rarely ever has a bad game for us. You know, he can come in, he can be reliable. You know, obviously he's a left back. He doesn't always stand out, and he never ever really kind of falls below that. You know, if you were rating them below a 5, below a 6. So I think it's really good. I like how we've signed him on for another year. Obviously he's one of them players where we've always got on the bench. You know, he can come in whenever we need him to, and he like we said time and time again, he's one of the most reliable players in our squad.
I mean, Matty, that season, obviously, we won the Premier League. It wasn't... We've probably got more quality, more star players around the squad now, but just having that consistency, Matty, with players like Fuchs and Albrighton maybe, and even Ryan Bennett, a lot of people giving him just a little bit more, people just doing the jobs they need to do, Matty.
Yeah, I think with Fuchs there was also, you know, a little bit of nostalgia there, but it is wise. It's a wise head, you know. I think at the back there he's absolutely rock, and I'm delighted he's had another extension to his contract for another year, and it shores things up, doesn't he? You know what you get with him. Like you're saying, he's an Albrighton. You know what you get, and maybe he isn't as exciting going forward as Chilwell, but you know when you need to defend, he's there every time. You know, he's 100% for me. Like I love the chap.
Let's just briefly, we've had the fans' man of the matches. We've had lots of comments about all the players playing well, which is great. Let's just briefly, before we go, I know I'm going to come to Jamie. You've obviously got your show in the morning, Jamie, but let's start with you on Arsenal. It's a big ask. We never do that well at the Emirates, Jamie, to say the least.
We haven't done well at all. Recent years, we haven't done well. We used to get used to taking the lead there, and then seem to just goes. Arsenal, not Highbury. What's the stadium called now? Emirates. Highbury. Bloody hell, shows how old I am.
Get with it.
I know.
2020, not 1999 anymore, mate.
I know. It's all these youngsters. I get confused. Yeah, we haven't done very well.
Josh
Arsenal
doesn't even know what Highbury is, do you, Josh?
No. Oh, yeah, I've heard of it.
Google it. Googling it ain't Fleetwood's ground.
Yeah.
Go on, Jamie, you were saying. Jamie. Back in the day,
the old school days. We haven't done very well there. I can't remember the last time we actually won there, to be honest. Can you? I really can't remember the last time we won there.
Well, you can't remember the name of the stadium, Jamie, so...
I can't remember winning there, to be honest, for ages. But I don't... Hopefully, we'll be able to sneak a point. Hopefully, Watford could do us a favour tonight and draw with Chelsea, or even beat Chelsea. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
And Locks, obviously, it's Watford against... it's Wolves against... we're all losing the bloody plot. It's Wolves against Arsenal very shortly. We could do with a draw there or an Arsenal win.
Yeah, we could do with that. I mean, the main thing tonight is that we're not having, you know, we don't fully need them to do us a favour here. Obviously, in the last few games, we've needed teams to help us out. Me and Josh spoke about it last night. Tonight, you know, we can sleep easy. We can come off this happy as Larry, knowing that we've got the 3 points. I'll watch the game. Hopefully, you know, it goes in our favour. But the main thing is we have got our 3 points tonight, and it does help us out.
Right, before we go, and the last comment here, it's a very important one. Andrew says, come on, Jamie, do a bomb in the pool.
I've already been in there once. You've missed it. I didn't. No, I did it at the start. No, not today. I've done my eagle. The eagle has landed.
On Tuesday, if we win on Tuesday, we'll do it.
I'm not doing it that time of night. It's bloody freezing that time of night in the pool. You must be joking.
Right, thanks. Listen, lads, it's nice to have a joyful, smiley chat after the game, isn't it? Because it's felt like a long time since we've had one of these where we're all just excited that we've seen Leicester win. We've seen 3 goals and Jamie Vardy back on form. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow morning, Jamie, at 10.
Yes, tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. And can I just say, Wednesday night with Tom in the Fox's Tales, Brian Little. I think that's going to be a really good show with Brian Little. Starting
the wave with Brian Little.
Yeah.
Again,
7:30.
Josh, feel free to Google the words Brian and Little. You youngsters. We're only teasing you.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Thanks, Josh. Thanks, Locks. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks, Matty.
Cheers.
Thank you, everybody, for that. Last couple of comments before we go. Raj on YouTube is saying Emirates is a bogey ground for us. It certainly is. Zach is saying 2 from 2 this year against Palace. Good show, says Chris. Nice to have a win. It certainly is. Raj again says we can now go and enjoy the rest of the weekend, which is, I think that is absolutely right. So nice to finally get that win. 3 points, moves us onwards and upwards. Don't forget, follow us wherever you're watching at Leicester Fan TV on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, all the usual places. As ever, I always say thanks to the guys who help us bring this show, but mostly thanks for you and all your comments. See Jamie at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Join me in the fan zone on Monday at 7:30. It's match day on Tuesday. It's Brian Little on Wednesday. It's Locks and Josh in their brand new show, Fan Zone show on Thursday. Boy, oh boy, it's busy here at Leicester Fan TV. It's time to go and have a beer. See ya.